Hey everyone, welcome back to Iguana Gaming. I'm the Iguana, and today, guys, we are playing some ARK Survival Evolved Mobile Edition. Today, finally, the April update is out, and the Sarco TLC has come. As you can see, I'm currently on a Sarco, and it is amazing. I love it. It looks so much better, it moves so much better. And on top of that, it now has some new abilities that make this creature just so much cooler. Look at this. If you turn behind you and tap to attack, you will do a full 180 spin, which is pretty amazing. I am really, really excited about that. So it's going to be a lot easier to hit something that's directly behind you and all of that as well. And then on top of that, it now has a lunge attack like this, which is very nice. You just swipe up on the left-hand side of the screen, so that's the alt attack 1. And now everybody's favorite part, alt attack 2, swipe down on the left-hand side, and you'll do one of these barrel rolls, these death rolls. I love this feature. It's a little hard to actually find something you want to grab. I don't super want to grab the otters because they're too cute. And I can't quite grab a fish, but yeah, we'll find something here. Maybe we'll be able to get this pig thing. Not hit the otter. There we go. Is it too big? Yeah, it's too big, but it does do an enormous amount of damage, as you could see there. Didn't take too much to do that. It has a little bit better of a hitbox now, although bugs still are pretty impossible to hit. If they're like right up on you, it's going to be very difficult for you to do that. But overall, man, I'm so happy. The Sarco is so much better than it was already. It's still super fast. It's still got all of the good stats, but it looks a little better, and it's got a little bit more functionality now. On top of which, piranha do ignore you when you're on a Sarco, so I have not been attacked by a single mega piranha this whole time that I've been wandering in this slightly swampy area here, which is just really, really nice. It's a good change of pace. Now, on top of that, they also do act as floating rafts, so now when you hop off, you're just standing on top of them. So that's nice as well, to not be like in the water when you come up to the surface and need to check something. It's much easier to do that now without falling into the water and dealing with all of that. Yeah, so I'm very, very pleased with how the Sarco TLC came out. But that is not the only thing in this update, guys. There are so many new features. I'm so excited. This is actually a pretty loaded update overall, and I think it's going really well. Yes, we barrel rolled it. Oh, that was fun. Can I grab it again? I can't quite reach it. Ugh, we're still too fast to catch anything. Almost. There we go. At least I can kind of get stuff. Yeah, it's a little difficult to do this. So I also have some Sarco eggs. I kind of want to see what the babies look like. Those are back at my base. We are incubating those as we're going through this, so we'll see those towards the end of the episode. Now, not only is the Sarco getting its TLC pass, but the other things in this update, there are quite a few here. So, first off, let's go ahead and look at the in-game store here, because there's quite a bit here. You'll notice that there's a few new things in the store, and one is this April loot drop thing. It says promo at the top, and it's a quick way to redeem the pass loot codes that you get every month when you have a primal pass. This is a much faster way to do it. It just automatically does it. I've already redeemed it, so obviously I won't get it here, but that's pretty cool. Now, there's also the racing flag archetype. This is really cool. So apparently you can set limits on what kinds of creatures can race and who can be involved in the race. And then there's also flags on finish lines, which is really cool. So you can track who won the race and how fast they were using this new archetype. So I will be purchasing that. That's going to be something that will come along in some future videos here. We're going to do some creature races with some people. I think that's going to be a really fun feature. So I won't go too much into it right now. Just know that we will be doing more details on the race flags at a later time. Now, another one that I know a lot of people have been kind of torn about is this. So, no more can you find the 10x Soothing Balm in the store. It's gone. All you have now is this minor Soothing Balm, which you can buy for 10 amber, which is pretty cheap, but it only gives a 3 times boost compared to the 10x one, which was 15 amber. So that's actually a pretty big price increase for taming effectiveness. Now there's also a major Soothing Balm, which is amazing, and that is a 15 times taming boost for 40 amber. Now, I'm purchasing both of these because I want to take a closer look at them. Now, the thing is that they are expensive. That major one especially. 40 amber is quite a bit for a lot of people. On the other hand, if you are taming a griffin, I think that extra 5 times boost is totally worth it. You could quite literally shave hours off of your tame, especially if it's one of the first tames you're doing with a griffin. Like, you're gonna save yourself kibble, you're gonna save yourself time. I think if you're taming a griffin, if you're taming a giga, something really big that takes a while, it is worth your time and it is worth the amber to get a major Soothing Balm. On the other hand, what's really cool about the Soothing Balms, guys, is that none of the existing sources have changed. So, if you still want that 10x Soothing Balm, and you want to get your Soothing Balm for free, just go tribute some artifacts from cave runs. That usually can get you a good stack. I think I've gotten up to like 14 in a period of an hour and a half before, just by speed running the lava cave or the south cave. And those are completely free. So you can basically get a very, very good Soothing Balm for nothing still. They did remove the option to purchase it from the store. On the other hand, you can still get a big stack of those for free. So I don't think that it's that big of a loss. And I'm actually really happy that I now have these other options, even if they do cost amber, which kind of hurts, and they're a little bit more expensive than they were. I still think overall it's a good change, and that I think it will be very useful for people, especially if you like to tame some of those creatures that take a little bit more time to tame. Yeah, so that's that change. Now, there are a few other things as well. Ah, no, bugs. Okay, I got one. Let's see if I can get this one. Nah, you still can't hit bugs. This is like the one thing I wish they had changed. Is you can't hit bugs, and you back up too slowly to get them in range of your mouth. The hitbox with these guys is a little bit better, but it's not good enough to make up for that loss, I think. So I still struggle with it a little bit. Alright, I'm going to get a little bit framey here as I get closer to some bases, but I want to get away from those bugs. So I might run over this way just a little bit. Are they still following me? They are. Dang it. Okay. They're totally going to ruin this. Alright, so there's some other really cool features here that have been integrated as well. So now, you'll notice when you look at a creature, there's now this little egg button next to the creature's name. That is a link to Dodo Decks. So up by the creature's name on the top UI, there's a little tiny button. If you press that, it takes you straight to Dodo Decks. I believe it also auto-fills the levels. I did kind of test that. And so you can actually, like, automatically, it will know that you're on mobile. It will know that you have a level 70 Carbonimus there, and it will tell you what you need to knock it out and what you need to tame it. That is very, very cool. Dodo Decks has been fully integrated into the ARK mobile game, which is just going to make life a lot easier for a lot of folks, because a lot of times there are a lot of questions about how many Trank Darts does it take to take something down, and now you know. So I think that's pretty amazing, and I'm really happy with that new feature as well. I will probably use that myself at some point, but yeah, just know that that tool is now available to you guys. Okay, so a couple other things. Storage containers can now be restricted by rank. So if you have like a storage box or something, that is now lockable to ranks in your tribe. So if you go to your tribe manager, you can kind of see who else is in your tribe. And essentially, you have all these different ranks: admin, recruiter, grunt, and manager. And when you make a box, you can lock it to one of those tribe ranks, which is really cool. So you can make an admin only box now, which is going to be really helpful, I think, for people who struggle with letting new people into their tribe and then they end up getting robbed because those people just steal all of their items. Not fun, and definitely not something we want to see here. All right, so that's a really cool feature. Now also, they've added metal battlements, guys. Metal battlements are huge. They're just like the stone ones, except that they are now metal. So I'm gonna go ahead and place this real quick. I have not built my first structure. Okay, so it kind of looks like, I don't know, corrugated metal, if that makes sense. So like the metal that runs in sheets. It's pretty cool. It's got 20,000 health, so quite a bit more health than the stone ones. And yeah, they were definitely needed. I know a lot of people who were making stone battlements really wanted metal ones, so now we actually have metal ones. So here's the curved one as well. Same size as the stone, they're just made out of metal. I actually appreciate that they're not very shiny. That was something I was super worried about, was that it would be really, really shiny if they did something like that, because regular metal structures actually can blind you if it's super bright out. So these don't appear to be that bright, which is kind of awesome. All right, they've also doubled the stack size of raw meats. So if you look here in my inventory, instead of stacking up to 20, all raw meats will now stack twice as much as they were. So for raw meat, regular raw meat, that's up to 40. And for prime meat, that now stacks to 2, which that's really cool. That makes prime meat, raw prime meat especially, much more usable. It'll spoil a lot more slowly. I think it's going to be more useful for taming, especially things like compies, because you'll have twice as long basically to use it before it spoils, which is really, really cool. I love that feature. All right. Okay, so now one more thing here on the multiplayer is that you now have different colors on your map. So all the map icons are now different colors. Everyone in your tribe, I believe, is still green. Alliance members now appear in blue, and any creature that has a collar on it now appears in red. So all of our creatures do have like these basic collars on them, and they now are red, which is pretty cool. Am I actually getting attacked? Oh, I am. Not anymore. The hitbox is so much better on the Sarco now. It's not perfect because it doesn't go up very high, but it is a lot better. I'm very, very happy with this TLC pass. I think it was a great change. I'm very excited about it. All right. Cool. So now there are a few more changes to stuff in single player, and I'm going to go ahead and switch over to that. First, we're going to go and take a look at the baby Sarcos, and after that, we'll head over to single player and we'll take a look at the few changes that have been made there. So I'll bring you guys back in just a second here when we go find these baby Sarcos for us to hatch up. Okay guys, so we are back. This Sarco egg has just a few seconds left. I'm super excited to see... Oh, weird. Kind of like came out of the floor. Alright. Awesome. So it looks pretty good. Not too bad. It does definitely look updated. I think it looks a lot better than the previous Sarco babies did. Yeah, still super cute, super wonky. Its back legs look a little bit large for it, but I like it. I think the Sarco looks so much better after this DLC pass, especially the babies. I think they look a bit less cartoonish, a little bit more like actual crocodiles, which is kind of nice. All right, let's go ahead and lead this guy out here. Come on. Come on. All right, we'll eventually get this baby Sarco outside here. Yeah, and there is another one here that hatched up before I could get to it. So, yeah, we do still have a few eggs left. Just kind of want to hatch them up and take a look because they look really cute. So I might hatch the next 3 together. 2 of them are super fertilized eggs, and 1 of them is just a normal, regular fertilized egg. But I think they look really good. These baby Sarcos, they're super cute, and yeah, I definitely like the way that they look. I really love the new functionality of them. I think they're going to be super useful, and it's nice that that extra meat stack now makes it so much easier. Makes it so much easier to feed your babies because it's not going to spoil quite as quickly, so that is super nice. Alright, so these have just a few seconds. They should all hatch up pretty much at once here. Ooh, don't like that. Okay. Almost. Come on. There's one. And this last one is kind of hanging out in the way, and I can't see the actual Sarcos. There we go. So now we have more Sarcos. It's never enough, honestly. You can never have too many. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like any of these are super mutated. That would have been really cool, but I still think they look really good. They're definitely a lot better looking than they were before, and yeah, the adults are far more useful. So hopefully you guys are excited about the Sarco TLC, and if you don't already, you should try taming one. Just check them out, see how it feels, see if you like them, because I really do. Alright, couple more things before we switch over to single player to look at the changes there. If you want to know about how to lock access for containers, click on the little 3 lines thing, and you can change the minimum access rank by just clicking this button. So it'll tell you what rank you need to be to do that, and then yeah, that's a really cool feature. So if you are an admin, you can kind of adjust those as needed and do what you gotta do. All right, so yeah, that I think is most of it for this, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, one more thing, guys, here before we leave. Yeah, so in the in-game store, you'll notice that there's been a change here at the bottom. You have your restore purchases button, but you no longer have your promo code button. That's been moved here, so it looks like now if you want to put in a code, it's actually under the extras menu, right where the tribe manager is. You can click on support codes, enter your support code there. Yeah, so they just aren't calling them promo codes anymore, which I don't know why they moved it there, but it's fine. Just thought I would point that out for everyone who's wondering kind of where it went. Cool, so I will bring you guys back in just a minute here. We're gonna hop on over to single player and look at all of the changes that have come there. Okay guys, so we are now in the single player game, and hopefully, as many of you know, I do have the Ascendant Creature Unlock feature, which does mean that my creatures will gain experience forever. Now, while I like this feature, it also kind of bothers me sometimes because in my regular solo game, I don't always want my creatures to be continuously gaining XP. I think that's pretty OP. I like to have a pretty vanilla gameplay style sometimes, and it does make it hard when you have that feature that you couldn't turn off. There's now an option to disable the Ascendant Creature experience. So if you go into your actual game menu here, you'll see there's tap to hide map, the disable global chat, and then a few more down, you'll see this disable Ascendant XP. So if I apply that, it means that this creature will no longer gain XP. Like, it can't. It's over leveled. Not this one, this one. Alright. So, yeah, it won't be gaining experience anymore because I've turned that feature off. So that is awesome. I've been kind of wishing they would add that since they released it last month, and they did. So now Ascendant Creature Unlock is, it's a lot less painful now because you can turn it off, and I think that's a really, really cool feature that they've added. Now, they also have made it so that Potent Dust will give each creature 10 million experience when applied to a creature that has the Ascendant Creature Unlock. It was 1 million, now it's 10 million. On top of which, I'm going to go ahead and re-enable this very quickly just so that you guys can kind of get a feel for this. When you have the God Console and the Ascendant Creature Unlock, normally what you do is you hit this level up target button, and it will give 1 level to your creature. Now, every time you do that, it gives it 10 times XP. So it's giving it even more experience than it needed to. So for example, here on this unicorn, I hit it 8 times, I now have 80 levels. That is going to save so much time and so much tapping if you have the Ascendant Creature unlock. I think that is really, really useful, and I'm super excited that they added that. I'm just going to pump it all into health because I can. OP unicorn for no reason at all. Yes, so very, very cool things. And then on top of that, they've also added an offer wall. So maybe you guys are familiar with this, maybe not, but basically what an offer wall is a series of things that you can go and you will get free amber for doing certain things. So in this case, can you show the offers, maybe? There we go. Okay, so you can see there's all of these different offers, which is really, really cool. They give you different amounts of amber. Now, please be careful because some of these offers will ask for your personal information, and that's not on Wardrum. That's not on the company. Don't give out information if you don't think it's safe. If it's asking you to do something that you need to pay for, be aware that that's a problem as well. So just be really careful when you're using this, but some of the lower amber options in particular would be really easy. Like take a quick survey, or maybe do you enjoy Chick-fil-A? That's filling out like a survey real quick. So some of these things are going to be pretty easy. You can get a pretty good amount of amber for most of them. Some of them are just ads that you can watch, and yeah, some of them you'll actually have to like sign up for something at a certain amount every month. But it's a cool feature. It's a new thing. It's only on single player. It's not on multiplayer. So if you have a single player game and you want more amber and you don't want to pay for it, you can check those out. Probably find a few offers that will work specifically for you. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much all of it, guys. That is all of the changes that have been made. Quite a lot of really good changes, to be honest. I'm really excited with this update. I think they've added a lot of quality of life improvements, and they've definitely made my life easier by being able to just turn the Ascendant Creature thing off and make the leveling up easier if you do have it on. So, very, very happy with that. But yeah, guys, I do think that that is actually going to do it for today's episode. There was a lot of stuff to go over, but I think it was all good changes. So I'm really excited about it, and hopefully you guys are excited to play as well with all of these new things that they've added. Alright, so guys, if you did find yourself enjoying this video at any point, please do remember to hit that like button because it seriously helps me out. And if you want to see more content like this, you can, of course, subscribe. I will catch you all in the next one. Signing off, this is the Iguana.